Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, I made this really cute sleeve. It came out nicely, so I thought I should share this with you guys. I hope you guys will love it because this sleeve is very beautiful and stylish. I love this sleeve so well. That's why I decided to share with my family. Okay, so we are going to get started now. We'll be needing any fabric of your choice for this tutorial, and you will also be needing a pattern, a sleeve block. Okay, you're also going to be needing your pins, a biro for drafting out, your paper scissors, your fabric scissors, and then your pattern master or any curve ruler, a tape or transparent tape, or your paper tape. Okay, so this is my sleeve block. First thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and measure the length of this sleeve. Okay, and from there I'm going to determine where I want the effect to fall on. Okay, the ruffle effect to fall on. All right, so I measured from the upper part of my sleeve 13 inches, and what is left of me from there is 8 inches. Okay, you guys, can you see? So I went ahead to mark out 8 inches, and from that 8 inches I'm going to share it equally using 2 inches until I get to the down part, which is the hem of my sleeve. And from the center, what I'm going to do is to measure out 1.25 on both sides. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm going to measure this 1.25 on both sides and until I get to the hem. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and use my long ruler and then connect all the lines. Okay, can you see what I'm marking out? And once I am done with that, I'm going to follow all those mark and rule this line across the sides. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so I'm going to repeat all through until I get to the hem, and now I'm going to begin to slash it. Okay, so I'm going to slash this, but you know how we spread and slash. I'm not going to slash entirely. I'm going to leave a little of it. Okay, so I'm not going to slash through. I'm going to leave a little bit of this paper, and then this is how I'm going to spread it on my fabric. So you're going to have to bring in your fabric and you're going to have to spread it out. Okay, so can you see what I have? But before you do this, make sure that you use your pins or your tape. That's why I showed you a tape. Whichever you want to use, make use of that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pin down this pattern on my fabric, and to spread I'm going to make use of 2.5 inches. It depends on how full you want your gather. Okay, your gathers. If you want it too full, you're going to have to spread more than 2.5 inches. Okay, so maybe you are going to have to use about 3 inches or thereabouts. So after I was done spreading out one part of this pattern, I went ahead to spread out the other side, and after I was done spreading, this is what it looks like. Okay, so next is for me to go ahead and start cutting. So pay good attention to how I'm cutting this out. This was kind of very difficult because you guys, you know, I am a lefty, and to cut this out is not child's play. I was struggling to turn my scissors around. I would go this part, go this side, and come out to this other side. And after everything, I was able to cut out all that I needed. And once I was done with that, next thing you are going to do is to go ahead and remove all your pins and then remove your pattern from there. Now next is for you to go ahead and run a gathered stitch on this point I am showing you right now. So I'm right here on my machine. What I'm going to do next is to go ahead and set my straight stitch on 5, and then I'll use it to make a gather stitch. Okay, I will do for one part and I'll repeat the same thing to the other side. So you guys, this is exactly what I am trying to do right now, and once I am done with it, I'm going to go ahead and gather this up to the center part. Okay, so you're going to have to gather, and while you gather, make sure that one part is not fuller than the other, and when you are gathering, be checking to know when you have gotten to the size of what you have right on the center. So can you see what I am doing? All right, and next step is for you to go ahead to your sewing machine, and you're going to have to stitch just like this. So flip the other side and match it up with the center, and then you go ahead and stitch. Repeat the same thing to the other side. I'm going to show you how to do this on my sewing machine. So can you see what I'm doing? As you sew, endeavor to adjust your gathers, okay, and make sure that one is not fuller than the other. And also guys, when you are joining this, you're going to join this as if you are joining a dart, so that you will not run short of fabric. And to join this, I made use of 3/4 of an inch. The inches that I used to join this wasn't even up to half an inch. Okay, and also don't forget to stitch this using a tight stitch. And after I was done, this is what we have, and you can see the back. Okay, and the back is as well very neat. Now you guys, if you want to leave this sleeve like this, in that case you don't want to use a lining, you can go ahead and fold the hem, and then sew up your side seams, and then your sleeve is ready. But for me, I'm going to make use of a lining, just for me to show you how to use a lining in this case. Okay, now it's time for you to bring in your lining, and what you're going to do is to make sure that you pin it down and you go ahead and cut out your lining.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame.
And once you are done cutting out your lining, go ahead and remove the actual fabric, and then trim off half an inch from that lining. You can either trim off half an inch or about 1 inch from the lining, just so that the sleeve would be very neatly finished at the down part. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and stitch this down using half an inch. So you can see me right on the sewing machine, and I'm stitching this down. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and top stitch. After I cut off my thread, I'm going to go ahead and start from the upper part to sew towards the down part. Okay, and it will give this sleeve this kind of finishing that you won't see your linings puffing out of your garment. Okay, so this is exactly what I am doing. I've done one part of it. I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. And you guys, can you see the way our lining is being tucked in? Can you see? So this is exactly what I wanted to achieve by cutting off half an inch from that lining. Okay, and you guys, can you see? So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine again and stitch the upper part, and quickly go ahead and join my side seam. And you guys, this is our sleeve. All right, so guys, I want to see your reviews in the comment section. What do you think about this sleeve? Is it beautiful? Do you like it? Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get notifications like this once I upload a new video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye.